Good evening from the Icebox in Lincoln, where we've got the varsity half of the doubleheader tonight. Lincoln versus the Boji Mammoths. Mammoths come to town, still searching for their first win of the year. Last time they were out, they played, let me look that up here. Should have had that. Now my app is updating. Regardless, we'll get to that here in a second. Last night, 8-2 winners, Lincoln over Sioux City here at the Icebox. So trending in the upwards direction here definitely is the Junior Stars here at the varsity division. They sit at 6-3-1. That puts them right in mid-pack here in the standings with some more opportunities here in the month of December to get some more wins. Really going into the meat of their schedule. The grind part of the schedule starts in January for sure. Other action around the league today. Let me take a look at that here real quick. There we go. Here's Boji's most recent stuff. They were snowed out. They got those games at Quad Cities postponed last weekend due to the snowstorm that was coming in. So everybody's kind of missing a couple of games here, or at least a good chunk of the Eastern Iowa slate of games that were scheduled last weekend got postponed. Their last time out, they were 3-1 losers at Kansas City. That was back on November 22nd. The night before, on Friday night, they dropped a game to the Lancers 8-1. Getting ready for introductions and the national anthem here. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer. Oops. It's going to be Merrick Vest in net for the Stars in this one. Merrick last time out had a great outing versus Quad Cities. In net for Boji, number 9, Luke Frericks. Senior from Spirit Lake High School. Glad you could join us from wherever you are. Hope you're staying warm. I know the snow's flying up in Boji right now, so if you're joining in on our live feed, thanks for having us. We're set to go. Cooper Gross Road. If you were watching in the junior varsity game, you'll hear some carryover from both teams, some familiar names that play both JV and varsity here. Boji with control of the puck. Miles Ferguson sends that up into the neutral zone. He gets it back and sends it down deep. Throws it into the Lincoln zone. Cooper Mohat's out there. Cooper Gross Road as well. Gross Road filled in on the JV roster here earlier. Boji coming the other way with it. Lucas Chapas, number 13, out there. They peel off on a line change. Puck played down below the goal line here in the Lincoln zone. Now Gross Road trying to fight it out. Cole Brown has it. He had a hat trick in the JV half of this doubleheader. Back and forth. Cash Schwartman throws it down into the corner. Boji with the puck. Gross Road takes it in the neutral zone. Here comes Boji the other way. That shot blocked on the way in. Jake Jacobs let one loose. Cody Robinson down low. Jacobs follow-up shot. Blocked in the middle. Jacobs gets it back. Change of direction, just sends it over into open ice. Gross Road gets a hold of it. Sends it ahead. Paul King chips it up into the neutral zone. Sent back into the Lincoln zone. A.J. Hoyle on the ice now for the Stars. Turnover, shot, point blank. Vest couldn't glove that one. The referee thought he gloved it. Blew the whistle from the far side. He had a blind look at it. Nevertheless, we'll have a face-off. It was Cornell taking that last shot for Boji. It's Cornell in the face-off circle. He fights for it down low. Ferguson back up to the point, kept in. Cleve sends it deep. Cooper Willis clears the zone. Hank Lancaster to A.J. Hoyle. Sent up into the neutral zone. And then promptly sent back into the Lincoln zone. Hank has it. Good forechecking here by Boji. Not allowing some clean entry into the offensive zone. Insko on the ice. Ben, he got a sweet goal last night. Insko keeps it in. Mammoth into the neutral ice. Boji's been the aggressors here so far in this one, just getting started. 13-10 left to go in the first. Yeah, Nickel didn't want to have a offside there, so he kind of let that one go. That should be offsides, and they blow the whistle. Neutral zone face-off, 13:03 left in the first, no score. Inskill will take the draw. Riker Noden and Ethan Nickel out there. Joining him as line mates. Clausen and Broadfoot at defense. Noden has it. Up the left side, he's going to enter. Waits. Send it down low. Broadfoot steps up. Kept in by Noden. Sent down low and around. Nickel plays it on the far side. Centering pass, nobody there. Boji fanned on that one, trying to clear it around the boards. Now it's a scrum in the corner. Pops behind the net. Pops free to Clausen. It's a loose puck in front. And it's corralled by the goalie. Frericks freezes it, and we'll have a face-off. Get back here tomorrow morning, starting with the junior varsity game at 8:30 a.m. 10:30 for varsity. You can join us here on the not the Facebook feed, the YouTube feed. That one gets all the way in on net, brushed aside, played to the corner. Kicked along. Cade Carlson centering pass. That one goes through everybody. Sent up and out. Must have last touched a Boji player. It's going to be icing, and we'll face off in the Boji zone here. Trenton Bauman in the face-off circle. Cade Carlson. And Cole Brown out there on the line. Brown down and around. Mammoth trying to clear it out, and they do. Grossroad tried to glove it down before it left, but he couldn't do it. Cooper Moat gets the loose puck. Sent ahead, Cole Brown. Tries to drop it, nobody there. Scrum along the boards, pops free. Brown, top of the slot, just going to feather one down low. Carlson, centering pass. Picked up, Grossroad, loose puck. Save made. Careens over to the far side. Now back over to Grossroad. Bounces it off the boards. Cade Carlson takes a check. Boji forcefully sends that up ice. They're going to put it on goal. Vest plays the puck. Leaves it for teammates. Moat. Now Cade Carlson. Skates around in the neutral zone. Now back into the Lincoln zone. Cross-ice pass. Tried to get it on Sam Rose's stick. Taken away. Shoulder save. It careens over to the far side. Kept in by Boji. Shot. Save made. Loose puck. Hit up and out into neutral ice. Schwartman sends it into the Boji zone. Puck played by Moat, and he throws it into the seats. A little of a face-off. 10:24 left to go. First period, no score here. Lincoln versus Boji. Sam Rose, Cash Schwartman, Paul King, joined by Hank Lancaster and A.J. Hoyle out there. It's going to be Jackson Bradham in the face-off circle for the Mammoths. Lincoln controls. A.J. has it. Quickly up through the neutral zone. Backhand centering pass didn't make it to the front there by Schwartman. Good check there by A.J. Paul plays it to A.J. Fresh players coming out on the ice here for Boji. They get in the scrum. King has it. Enters the zone. Skates, finds some open ice. That one sneaks through. Just goes high. Played back to Hoyle. Hoyle, blue line shot. Can't corral the rebound. Hank's fighting for it. Played down low. King chips it back to Hank Lancaster. Across, AJ. Hoyle somehow finds King on the left side. Plenty of room. Shot, save made. Leo Miller in the face-off circle. He got his first career varsity goal last night in the 8-2 win over Sioux City. Taylor Dahlberg back in the lineup this weekend. He's out there. Boji wins the scrum. They come up through. Boji parents clamoring for a call, and they didn't get it. Dahlberg gets the puck. Shot. Tough angle. It's off the side of the net. It's played off of the net. Played to the far side. Miller in a scrum. Cooper Willis is there. And it's sent up through the neutral zone. Willis. Out of Clausen. Sent up ice. And it'll be icing, and we'll have a face-off down in the Lincoln zone. 8:41 left to go in the first. Games tomorrow, and then next time the Stars are on the ice is next Friday night at Omaha. Arch rival on a Friday night, that doesn't suck. That one blocked by a teammate on the way in for Boji. Far boards. Nickel with the takeaway. And he's quickly up ice. Gets knocked off the puck. Kept in by Insko, though, but Boji's there to try and free it up. It gets sent down low, though. To the near side, chipped up and out of the zone. Clausen. Trying to send it ahead to Riker Noden. Trevor Broadfoot. A dump and chase. Loose puck comes free, walking right in. Save made. Ethan Nickel with a grade A chance there. Well played by the goalie. The reputation of this goalie is that he is quite good. Big kid. Lucas Keenan, 5'11". Or no, excuse me. I gotta find more goalies on this card. Luke Ferreira, excuse me, 6'2", 185. Fills out a set of pads. Played by Boji, down and around. It pops back to the front of the net. Chipped up and off the boards. Ooh, big hit by Grossroad. Kind of brought the shoulder up. Kept in. Insko. Over to Nickel in the corner. Played by Boji. Cooper Moat. Sent down low. Trenton Bauman gets in the mix. Played back out to the point. Cooper Moat. Glove save made. Goalie saw it the entire way. Big glove save by Frericks. 6:51 left in the first. Cade Carlson, Cole Brown join Trenton Bauman out there on the forward line. Bauman takes the face off. Boji comes away with that puck. Glove down in the neutral zone. Grossroad. Cole brings it ahead. Good body check there by Cade Carlson. Played to the far corner. Another big check. Boji trying to get it into Lincoln's zone. They can't do it. Cole Brown the other way. Just a bit offsides. Neutral zone face-off with 6:23 left in the first. Same five out there. Actually, Lancaster and Hoyle now on the blue line. Hank keeps that one in. Shot. Glove save made. This could be a tough goalie matchup here, as he's seeing the puck really well. 6:11 left in the first. Junior Stars getting their chances here, but Boji holding their own. Sam Rose now in the face-off circle. He's joined by Paul King. He backhands it, and that one is sticked up into the netting by Frericks. And we'll do it again. Puck played back to Lancaster. He immediately fires one. It goes wide right. Played back to the blue line. Hoyle, another shot. That one's deflected. Boji trying to clear. Going through tight space there for that. Played back to the neutral zone. Sent back in, though, by Lincoln. Sam. That one pops to the middle. Here comes Boji. That shot blocked immediately. AJ with it. Sent ahead. Cash Schwartman. Centering pass. Rose. Another glove down. Well, all you can do is put pucks on net, and that is what Lincoln is doing here. First 12 minutes of this game. Nothing to show for it just yet. It's the fourth line out there. Leo Miller, Taylor Dahlberg, and Cooper Willis. Yeah, we got some discussions happening here. Tuck in your strings, son. Talking to AJ. Put his jewelry away. Yo, get his neck guard up a little bit higher. Hank, shot. Glove save again. And now Leo. Leo slow to get up. Not sure where he's at. He's going to go to the bench. Referees are going to talk about this one. Referees talking this one over. It was on the face-off drop. Leo Miller took the face-off and immediately took a hit. So he was down holding his head. He took a hell of a spill last night in the second period. Leo took a body check, went down hard, head hit the ice. So they are going to get somebody for roughing here. So it's going to be Jackson Bradham going to the penalty box. 2 minutes for roughing here. Referees talked it. Just discussing it with the coaches. Leo on the bench, taking a bit of a breather over there. Referee still talking it over at the Boji bench with the head coach, Brett Hedlund. .5:18 left to go, first period, no score, and Lincoln will go on the power play for the first time in the game. Trenton Bauman to take the face-off drop. Way back to Hank. Cross over to A.J. Hoyle. A.J. tries to feather one in there. Played behind. Taylor Dahlberg looking. Bauman circling. Shot goes wide. Played back to Hoyle. He's going to fire one off a pad. Hank now. He circles low. Played down low by Bauman. Back to the point. Dahlberg holds the line. Played down. Hank. Tough angle shot. Loose puck in front. A lot of sticks in the way. Backhand. Taylor. Now set down to the corner. Played back to the point to Lancaster. He walks in. Shot. Save made. Goalie saw it the whole way. Minute 4 left on the power play for Lincoln. Ben Insko to take the draw. He's joined by Nickel and Noden out there. That goes all the way. Gets played by Merrick Vest in net for Lincoln today. Almost a turnover there. Good pressure being applied by Jake Jacobs. Boji. Insko has it. 40 seconds left in the Lincoln power play. Insko walks in, drop pass Nickel. Nickel gets some space. Shot. Shoulder save. Careens over to the far side. Sent low. Played back. One-timer. Saved and not cleared. Now that one's cleared. Down to 15 seconds on the Lincoln power play. One last chance here. Insko enters untouched. Drop to Nickel. Nickel skates to the middle. Gets a shot off. It's blocked. And it's played up and out, and that'll do it for the Lincoln power play here as Boji goes full strength. Here's a rush. Shot. Save made. Gross Road with a rebound. Cuts through everybody. Nickel tries to chip it back. And it's cleared. It's going to be played down, and Merrick Vest wisely lets that one go right by him, and it's icing. We'll have a face-off down in the Okoboji zone with 3:02 left in the first. Not a lot of offensive zone time here for the Mammoth. Good pressure being applied by Lincoln here. Shot. Turnover and a shot. Rebound. That one goes just high. Tried to play it back to Broadfoot. Didn't get there. Now a scrum ensues. Cole Brown comes away with it. Cross pass. Clausen, he missed it. Just missed the pass. Clausen plays it back down in the Lincoln zone. Sent up through the neutral zone. Boji's there for it. Bringing it ahead. And we're going to get a call here on Lincoln for the hook. Cade Carlson called for the hook. And it'll be the Mammoth going on the power play with 2:16 left to go in the first. Lincoln on the penalty kill here. Sam Rose, the face-off, won by Boji. Oh, Paul. Sneaky stick, trying to get a takeaway. Rose gets it, tries to throw it ahead to Paul. It's just dumped into the zone. So Lincoln with the initial clear here. Here comes Boji on a rush. Jacobs in a hurry. Kind of lost his footing, turns it over. Sam's going to chip it to himself. Not quick enough to get there. Cornell picks this up. Rob into the zone himself. Cornell, right side. Going to drop pass. Cleared by Lincoln. Jacobs starts again. This time to Grady Olson. Olson kicks it along. Lost control of it. Rose the other way. Cuts to the middle. Now he's got a step. Forehand shot. Didn't glove it, but it ricochets off the goalie's shoulder pads. Lancaster tries to clear it. Taken away, Cooper Willis. 35 seconds left on the Boji power play. They send it ahead to Taylor Dahlberg. It is 2-0. Shot, score. Are you serious? Hoyle chips it ahead. It is gloved down by Taylor Dahlberg before he got to the blue line, and it was just 2-0. Easy give and go. Credit the goal, I believe, to Cooper Willis. Shorthanded goal with 29 seconds left on the Boji power play. Scrum ensues on that face-off, and Dahlberg shoved the opposing player down. Boji crowd didn't like it. Here come the Mammoth. Into the zone, immediately sent the other way. Lincoln full strength as Carlson's out of the penalty box. Willis, pirouette, loading, save made, and right at the horn. As Grossroad loaded up, tried to get one before the horn sounded, save. Nevertheless, a late goal on a shorthanded breakaway by the Stars. Give them the 1-0 lead going into the first intermission. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, back at the icebox for period number 2. I promise not to call that period number 3 at any time in this one like I did last night. Got a lot of questions on that. What was in your beverage, JB? Just a long second period that was last night. Bit of a crazy one. Promise not to get confused on this one. 1-0 is the score. Lincoln on top of Boji. Lone goal by Cooper Willis. It was a short-handed goal off of a brilliant little toss pass up over the neutral zone. Gloved down by Taylor Dahlberg. It was 2-0. Nice little give and go. And Cooper Willis gets the goal late in the period. Again, we're back here tomorrow morning. Junior Varsity plays at 8:30 a.m. Varsity at 10:30. Shots on goal in the first period, 20 for Lincoln. Only 4 for Boji. They had a hard time getting into the offensive zone and then keeping possession in there. Luke Frericks, good as advertised in net for Boji. Lincoln's got to move the puck. Can't just fire from the blue line and expect him to have it. There's a quick 2-on-1 that goes over Cole Brown's stick as we get going here in period number 2. Centering pass taken away there by Boji. Scrum ensues. Mammoth come away with it through the neutral zone. Shot. Pad save made by Merrick. Kept in, though, by Boji. Shot. Rebound. Gathered. Can't clear the zone. Third shot. That one deflected up into the netting. So already half of the production that they had in the first period. And we're not even 50 seconds into the second period here for Boji. A couple of shots there by Cornell. Getting situated here. Oh, now we're going to have a penalty. Lincoln penalty on AJ. Let's see what they call here. I don't know what the call was. Something to do with his cuffs on his jersey. He's got them taped on his cuffs. I don't know. He keeps pointing at them. A lot of discussions, a lot of back and forth, not a lot of organization here. All right, back underway here. Check, yeah, you can hear me. All right, we're back underway. After the stoppage, it is a 10-minute Major here up on the board for A.J. Hoyle. We still play on 5-on-5, but there's a misconduct call here. I'm not really entirely sure what the call was for. I'll look at the scorer's log here momentarily. And we're going to have a delayed offside called. And we'll face it off. Well, all that's put into the penalty summary here is an unsportsmanlike conduct on A.J. Hoyle, and it's a 10-minute misconduct. So they were without the services of him. That goes up in the netting and into the seats off the face-off. Good to see Leo Miller back out there. He took a hard shot off of a face-off in the first period. Shot from the blue line makes it all the way in on Vest. Kicked aside. Lincoln on the offensive. Couldn't enter the zone. Now Leo does. Kind of a dump and chase. Shot goes wide. Taylor. Taken away, kept in the zone by Lincoln. Sent down and around. From the Mammoth. Nice little poke check there by Clausen. Cooper Willis has the puck. Change direction. Miller's going off on a line change. Insko on the ice. That's sent up into the zone. Shot point blank, save made, Merrick Vest. Stops the clock with 13:58 left to go in the second. Ben Insko into the face-off circle. Nickel and Rose out there with him. Point blank shot save made by Vest. Big check in the corner. Ethan Nickel being pesky on the forecheck. Dump and chase there by Boji. Cooper Moat with it. Lost it. Gets checked. Insko fills in. Sent up to Riker. The far side. Insko on entry. Over to Nickel. Shot. Glove save. Rebound. Corralled by Frericks. So we'll have a face-off in the Boji zone. 13:11 left. We got a penalty call here. No, they're just talking it over with Cooper. Which Cooper? Cooper Moat. Picking up some lumber down in the Lincoln zone. Belongs to Okaboji. Trent Bauman in the face-off circle. He's joined by Carlson and Cole Brown on that offensive line. Delayed offside. Boji tries to clear through the neutral zone. Skates around a reverse hit. So it's all the way around. Played back to the near side in the corner. comes Lincoln on the attack. Suddenly it's a 3-on-2. Shot, redirect in front. Bauman, save made by the goalie. Backs in, separates puck from the defender. Cole Brown gets surrounded. Now a scrum ensues in the corner. Pops free. Boji's there for it. Sent down around to the far side. Kept in the Boji zone though. Broadfoot sends it cross. Centering pass. Brown tried to put it on Bauman's tape. And the Mammoth clear. 11:45 left to go. Lead pass goes through everybody. Boji sends that back into neutral ice. Now they enter. Up the left side. That one gets all the way in on Vest. It's gloved down. Face-off won by Lincoln. Chipped across to the near side. Paul King's there for it. Sent up ice. Drop pass, take away. King's there. Good stick work. They're going to get Paul for a little bit too much there. Paul was trying to change directions. He got cut off trying to attack the puck. And he ended up getting a little too aggressive there. So Paul go to the penalty box for the first time. He's going to join A.J. Hoyle in there. Hoyle serving a 10-minute misconduct. Oh, it's going to be matching penalties actually. Tough to see from our angle. They thought it was worthy of a matching penalty. Whistle after the frozen puck. Off the face-off. Dahlberg in the corner after the face-off. Holding the line is Lincoln. Now it pops into the neutral zone. Dahlberg plays it over. Willis just gets a shot off. Blocker save. Rebound. Kicked aside. It comes back into neutral ice. I think it kind of runs into each other there. It's on the brakes. Just pesky stick work there on the forecheck by the Stars. Grossroad gets that deflected. It goes all the way to Frericks. Insko fanned on that shot. On the rebound. Grossroad has it. Sends it off the boards. Now it comes all the way down around behind the net to the far side. Taylor Dahlberg with a head of steam. He gets it knocked off. Back the other way they go. Blue line shot for Boji goes wide. Shoveled to the middle. Riker Noden finds the puck. Attacks the zone. Goes down low. Finds it. Moat, top of the circle. He's got room. Kick save made. Rebound. Can't get corralled. It goes to the far side. Played back to Moat. They give him plenty of room. He walks right in again. Through some legs. 5-hole scores! He threw it right through the defender's legs, and it ended up going through the goalie's legs. And it's a 2-0 hockey game. Beautiful goal by Cooper Mohat. 9:18 left to go, second period. It is 2-0 Stars. Sent to the far side. Stolen away. Insko. Shot. Score! Robbery in the Boji zone, and Ben Insko goes to the top corner again. 2 days in a row. And it's 3-0 Stars. One second left on the matching penalties here for both Lincoln and Boji. A.J. Hoyle still in the penalty box serving a 10-minute misconduct for another 2 minutes and 50 seconds. There's 9 minutes left to go in the second period. Timeout is called here by Boji. And quickly, 2 goals here by the Junior Stars have gotten them going. So timeout here on the ice. 9 minutes left, second period. Grady Olson for Boji and Paul King for Lincoln are going to come out of the box. There's 1 second left on their matching roughing penalty. They're just going to keep the doors open probably. Referees talking to the scorers table, see how they want to handle things here. Face off after the Ben Insko goal, which quickly followed the Cooper Mohat goal. Everybody even Steven. Nobody's leaving the box here yet. Shot top of the slot for Boji, and a good save there by Merrick Best. First stoppage of play here, and now Paul King and Grady Olson are coming out of the penalty box here. .8:45 left to go, second period. Insko to take the face-off drop. Played to the corner. Mohat sends it down and around. Cooper Mohat sends it up to Nickel. It bounces Boji's way. They try to send it into zone. Now it gets blocked. Play it all the way back in their zone. Good pinch there by Ethan Nickel. Insko sends it down into the Boji zone. Riker Noden in the corner. Pops free, tries to center. Still fighting for it. Tried to shovel it in there. Finds it again. Insko down low, centering pass, nobody there. Nickel comes away with it. Boji finally clears the puck. To the middle. Sent back the other way. Move off the ice. Disorganized here, a little back and forth. 7:20 left to go, second period. Stars up 3-0. 2 goals here in the second period for them. Open things up a little bit. Gloved down from the red line. 7:09 left, second. Trenton Bauman into the face-off circle now. Dropping it with Cornell. Shot from the blue line. Comes all the way to the corner. Boji fires it down low. Lincoln trying to clear. Kept in. Grady Olson to the corner. Shot blocked on the way in. Loose puck. Swept to the near side. Carlson. It's knocked off the puck. Played down and around. Waltman. Change of direction. Trying to center. Cuts through this crease. Comes to the near boards. Battle ensues. Bauman flying in. Loose puck in front. Save made. Drop to the near side. Bauman comes in again. Clausen in the corner. Boji not letting them clear the puck. This is the longest possession they've had. Boji shot. Save made. Vest. Puck comes to the near corner. Played back to the shot. Another shot on goal. And mercifully, the puck comes out of the zone. Sent back down and around. And we'll have an icing, so we'll get a drop down in the Boji zone. But that's the longest possession they've had in their offensive zone this entire game. 5:52 left in the second. Sam Rose to take the face-off out there. Paul King, Cash Schwartman on his line. Boji with possession, taken away. Rose throws it to the corner. Sent down and around. Kept in. Mohat. Shot blocked. It bounces out into neutral ice. Chipped in. Rose to the front. Backhand. Just missed. Played to the corner. King trying to center. Rose down low. Looking. Back to the point. One-timer. Redirected up into the net. 5:11 left to go in the second. Going through a lot of pucks. A couple of them ended up in the seats, in the netting. Leo Miller on the ice with Cooper Willis and Taylor Dahlberg. Mohat and Grossroad on the blue line still. Taylor tried to play it back to Grossroad, missed it. That comes out into neutral zone. Boji on the attack. Shot. Blocked off of Grossroad's shin guard. He gives a hit. Separates the puck. And it's sent up ice. It's going to be icing. Oh. Nope. Dahlberg off the face-off. It's sent down through the neutral zone. He gets rocked. He goes down, and that's going to be Taylor still down. I think they're going to get him either with a charge or a rough. Missed the signal. Oh. getting him with the rough. Looks like it might be something lower body for Taylor. He's hurting. Taylor's not putting any weight on that right leg. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Taking an awkward hit into the boards there on a rough. 4:34 left, second period. Stars lead 3-0. Face off in the Boji zone after the penalty. Lincoln goes on the power play. Hoyle and Noden and Ethan Nickel out there. Shot. Doesn't make it all the way in, and we've got a whistle for what? Phantom whistle. Ref thought he gloved it. Let's do it again. Sent around. Played back out to the point. A.J. Hoyle. He scored from there, or he's gotten an assist from there. Shot. Gets all the way in there. Frericks with the save. Minute 42 left on this power play for Lincoln. Played back to the point. Hank Lancaster, shot. Didn't get gloved down. Loose puck in front. Lancaster gets a shot again, and Frericks covers it up. Lincoln getting their chances here in this power play. Boji with control. They're just going to send it up and out of the zone. Merrick Vest leaves it for A.J. Hoyle. Takeaway. Centering pass through everybody. And a loose pass that gets taken away. Nickel lost the stick. He broke it. Sorry, Mom, that looks like a broken stick to me. $50 left on the power play here for Lincoln. Kept in. Shot blocked on the way in. Puck trickles out. Boji's going to clear with 30 seconds left on the power play. Boyle goes to get it. Enters the zone himself. Shot. Blocker save made. Comes to the corner. He follows his shot. Skating around. Bauman to Cooper Mohat. Bauman gets it back. Skates in. Centered. And it's knocked out of the zone. And Boji is full strength. They've killed it with 2:30 left to go in the second. Almost a turnover right in front. Loose puck. Boji trying to bury it. Lincoln, good recovery. Kept in. Ooh, that shot blocked point blank by Mohat. Kick to the far side. Carlson. Frantic pace here. Mohat sends it up into the neutral zone. Boji sends it up, chipped into Lincoln zone. Gross Road to Carlson. And that one's gloved down from outside blue line. He leaves it. Turnover, shot, rebound, hits the post. Bauman. Cleared out. Boji fighting hard. Big hit. Carlson hit him square. He had his head down. That was a clean hit. That's about as clean as you could get. He's up. He's going to skate over to the bench. That was a big hit. But clean open ice. Referees are talking about it. We'll see how clean they thought it was. Been physical, been a physical game, but that's kind of the nature of high school hockey. Lincoln down a player as Taylor Dahlberg went to the locker room. What appeared to be a lower body injury. They're going to get somebody. Well, looks like somebody from Lincoln. Looks it's going to be Cade Carlson, if anybody. Referees talking it over. Eric Alexander's pleading his case. Carlson's going to go to the penalty box. Or no, it's going to be Bauman. He appeared to have the puck, but so 2-minute minor for interference, I'm thinking is the call. Bauman tosses his bucket off, but he's got to put it back on. Minute 9 left to go, second period. Referees talking it over with head coach for Boji. 5 for Lincoln on the ice, waiting patiently, playing with some snow. Eric Alexander talking it over again with the head referee. It's going to be a face-off in the Lincoln zone after the penalty. Minute 9 left again, second period. Bauman to the penalty box for interference. Cash Schwartman to take the face-off. Paul King, Sam Rose out there. Excuse me, Paul King, Clausen, and Broadfoot out there on this penalty kill unit. Scrum, loose puck, pop back to center. Nice move by Boji. Shot, loose puck in the middle. They keep it in the zone. Sent down low. To center, a lot of traffic in front. Shot. Merrick Vest with the save. Another save. Put back, score. Boji with the power play goal with 33.8 seconds left in the second. Bauman comes out of the penalty box, dejected. Boji with the power play goal. Referees talking again about the potential for somebody going to the penalty box. Let's see. Maybe not. Cooler heads prevail. Goal scored for Boji, number 20, Jake Jacobs. A lot of sticks in there. Couldn't pick out who would have gotten the assist. Nevertheless, Boji on the board, 3-1 here. Stars lead, time running down second period. Everybody even strength. Robert Cornell gets the assist on the Jacobs goal. Here's Boji again, skating in. Couldn't quite get there, just missed. Boji playing with some juice here late in the period, and this is going to do it. And they go into the second intermission with some momentum. It's Lincoln down a player, Taylor Dahlberg. Taylor Dahlberg went to the locker room early with a lower body injury. Stars get 2 goals in this period, but Boji gets on the board late. It is 3-1 Lincoln going into the third and final period. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to the Icebox. Getting ready to start the third period of play here. Junior Stars with the 3-1 lead over the Boji Mammoths. Scoring summary there. Boji got the last goal there in the second period. Jake Jacobs from Robert Cornell. Ben Insko got an even strength goal. The assist from Riker Noden. That made it 3-0. Cooper Moat got the scoring going initially in the second period on the assist from Ben Insko. Penalty summary, interesting. We'll start with second period here. Hoyle got an unsportsmanlike. He served 10 minutes for that. There was double minors for roughing, Grady Olson and Paul King. Riley Worrell got a roughing minor. He hit Taylor Dahlberg, who skated to the he didn't skate to the locker room. He was helped to the locker room. He couldn't put any weight on his right leg. Don't know what the injury report is on him just yet. Then later in the period, 15:51 left in the second, Trenton Bauman got an unsportsmanlike conduct. It was right after an open ice hit that Cade Carlson delivered to a Boji player who had the puck, just had his head down. As soon as he brought his head up, Carlson was there to meet him. Big collision here at center ice. Somewhere after that, as he was going to the bench, Bauman got called for the unsportsmanlike minor. So that's why Bauman was in the penalty box. We were a little confused whether they were going to call either a roughing or an interference maybe on Carlson, but they just had the wrong player. But it's scored as an unsportsmanlike conduct, 2-minute minor for Trenton Bauman. 3-1's the score. We change in, 17 minutes up on the board, and this has been a pretty good one. Again, these teams back at it tomorrow morning, 10:30 for Varsity, 8:30 puck drop for JV. And we're off and running. Bauman in the face-off circle for Lincoln. Kicked around in the neutral zone. Carlson comes away with it for the Stars. A.J. Hoyle, Hank Lancaster on the blue line for the Stars. There's Cole Brown. He's joined by Carlson and Bauman, the forward positions. Playing it in the Lincoln zone here. On the far side, a little back and forth. Thrown towards the net. It's blocked on the way in by Lancaster. Set ahead. Bauman trying to get there. He's held up. Sent down and around the far side and up into the Lincoln zone. Hoyle gives chase. Big collision there. Bauman. Carlson tried to put that one on net, hit the side of the net. He tried to play it back to the blue line. It's intercepted. The puck battle. Brown down low. Stick lifted. Below the goal line. Now behind the net. Boji clears. Up the near side. That shot blocked on the way in. Trying to find some room. Vest makes the save. Kick to the far side. Here come the Stars. 3-on-2. Good recovery, though, by the Mammoths. Carlson falls. Laid down low. And the Mammoth clear. Insko gets knocked down. Physical game, as most high school games are. Tried to explain it to someone. It's in high school, the speed of the game picks up so much, and they're still trying to figure out exactly when, where, and how properly hit. There's a one-timer in front. Insko couldn't put it home. Battle on the near side. Riker Noden, the junior from Southwest, sent back out to the point. Shot. I think that was Cooper Moat Didn't get all the way to the net. Sent back into neutral zone. Mohat sent ahead. Now the other way, we're going to have a penalty. Whistle blowing, and they're pointing towards Boji, and the offender is 23, Grady Olson. So Olson reluctantly goes to the sin bin, see what the call is. Another unsportsmanlike. Good Lord. Lincoln back on the power play here with 14:08 left to go in the third. So another unsportsmanlike. Referee talking it over with the head coach, Brett Hetland. Going to agree to disagree on this, I suppose. Rose, Schwartman, and the dancing Paul King out there. Gross Road and Mohat on the blue line. That one comes to the neutral zone. Mohat goes back to get it. He had a really sweet goal in the second period. Threw one defender's legs and then went 5-hole on the shot. Frericks in net for Boji, really good goalie. That one played all the way back by Merrick Vest. Mohat's there. And they'll set it up. Sam Rose to the middle. Cuts to the left on entry. Centering pass. Schwartman tried to feed it over to King. King gets that one taken away. Short-handed. Here comes number 12, Braden Garvin. He gets hit hard. Driven down, and they're going to get Gross Road with the penalty. Got him with the trip. So Coop will go to the penalty box. So we'll be 4-on-4 here for 1 minute and 4 seconds. Cornell takes the face off for Boji. Lincoln with the puck into the zone. Cade Carlson gives chase, plays it down low. Puck battle, pops free, point blank. Bauman, good save made by Frericks. To the blue line, backhanded to the middle. Off some Boji players, here they come. 4-on-4 here for the next 36 seconds. Blocker save, comes to the near side, comes out into neutral zone. Hank tries to squeak it up to Bauman, takes it down behind the net, looks to center, tried to get it on Carlson's tape, he's knocked off the puck, pops free, Bauman's got room, loose puck, just misses, and the rebound swept away by Boji. Now they have a breakaway. Boyle is playing a little bit deep. He picks up the puck. Boji full strength. They'll be in power play mode here for the next 45 seconds. Hank, short-handed, takes a shot. Cleared away. Here comes Boji on a rush. Into the offensive zone. Glove save made. Couldn't glove it clean. It's brushed to the near side, now sent up ice. Kicked into the Lincoln zone and sent immediately back out. 15 seconds left on the Boji power play. One last rush here, maybe. Nope, not if Riker Noten has anything to say about it. He muscles the puck away, looks to clear it back to the point. That's going to do it for the power play. Lincoln's going to be full strength as Grossroad hops out of the box. He's going to go over to the bench. Cole Brown hops out on the ice for the Stars. Hank Lancaster has it. Sends it ahead. Riker Noden at the blue line. It pops ahead. Lancaster plays down low. Freight trains a kid. Play down low. Scrum in the corner. Puck pops free. They try to play it back to the blue line. It goes all the way down into the Lincoln zone. Cooper Moat with the puck. And pressure being applied here by Boji. Miller. Joined by Willis. Miller puts it on net. Pops off the glass. Brown in the corner. Now to the far side. Boji clears. Change of direction. They dump. Sent down. Didn't quite make it over the red line, and we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be a cross check on Cole Brown. So Brown to the penalty box with 10:02 left to go in the game. And Boji back on the power play. Back to the point, won by Boji. Kick save, comes to the near side. This move made. Good stick work here, 2-on-1. Short-handed. Bauman, created cross. Oh, Carlson just missed on the redirect. Centered, kept in. Mohat, top of the slot. Glove save made by Frericks. Minute 36 left to go in the Boji power play. 9:38 left to go in the game. Stars with the 3-1 lead. Boji is playing with some juice though. Bauman to take the draw. Wins the battle versus Dexter Waltman. Now Boji comes away with it. Played back. Ahead. Played over to the far side. It's Ferguson. He gets the puck taken away. Chappis holds it in. Now it's taken out. Carlson tried to make a move. Little stick check. Ooh. Big shot from behind right into the numbers. Insko goes down. That's going to be a penalty. And a shot after the whistle taken. Best took offense to that. It's going to be Grady Olson going to the penalty box. That's his second trip to the box with a check into the numbers. So now we're back to 4-on-4 again. This time the advantage will be Lincoln. They'll go on the power play in the next 58 seconds. Now we're going to get 2 in the box for Boji. Let's see what this is about. Mercy. I believe that's Waltman, Dexter Waltman, the second. It's going to be, okay, so it's going to be a 2 and 10 on the check into the numbers. Yep. So Waltman will serve the 2. Grady Olson will sit in the box for the remainder of the game. That one chipped up and out. Hank Lancaster goes back to get it. Change of direction. So we play 4-on-4 here for a little bit. Riker Noden with the puck. Plays it back to Hank. Hank just kind of throws it down in front. Boji's there. And they send it up ice. That's going to be icing. Yeah, he's thinking it was a power play. Or he thought he was on the penalty kill. Thought he was clearing the puck, doing the right thing. Instead, it's an icing. It'll have a face-off down in the Boji zone. 8:30 left to go. Stars with the 3-1 lead. Insko in the face-off circle for Lincoln. Played back to the Lincoln zone. Insko on the tape. Ahead, Riker. He's going to shoot one. Try to get a rebound. Frericks, kick save. Played to the far side. Hoyle. Noden. Top of the circle. Shot. Glove save. He doesn't know where the puck is. It popped straight up. Whistle. It went into the netting. In his defense, I didn't see where the puck went either. So 1 second left before Cole Brown comes out of the Lincoln penalty box, and they will have a power play for 1 minute and 2 seconds. All right, Brown's going to go straight out on the ice. 5-on-4 advantage now for Lincoln. Shot, top of the circle. That one goes high. Gross Road has it. Down low. Carlson to the circle. Loose puck. Scooped up by Frericks. 39 seconds left on the 1-man advantage for the Stars. Again, Dexter Waltman serving the 2-minute minor portion of the 2 and 10. Grady Olson will remain in the penalty box for the remainder of the game for the hit into the numbers. Gross Road, one-timer. Hit a skate on the way in. Back to the point. Sent to the corner. Gross Road. Back to Carlson. Carlson to the middle. Sent down to the corner. Cole Brown gets cut off. Bauman comes in there. Loose puck. That one pops up and out into neutral ice. Sent on net. Played by Frericks. Down and around. Boji back to full strength now. Cooper Gross Road. Down to the corner. Bauman behind the net. Bauman trying to center. Gets that puck taken away. Takeaway by Carlson. Now he's below the net. Centering pass. That pops out to the point. Gross Road. Down to the corner. Cole Brown looking. Cross ice. Gross Road. Gonna fire one. Kick save made. And cleared by Boji. Now they come the other way. Here's Cornell. He gets cut off. Cade Carlson. Waits for the line change to come. Boji picks up the loose puck. Shot from the top. Blocked. That was Ferguson. Shoveled out into neutral zone. Schwartman pops it across. King has to come back for it. Schwartman waits. Dumps in. Oh, dump and chase. Sam Rose looks for it. Schwartman trying to get it. He gets it. Centering pass. They're waiting for him. Gets that knocked away. Cross ice pass to Robinson. Robinson looks ahead. Tried to get it on Cornell's tape. King the other way. Paul. That shot blocked. Riley Worrell that time. Cross ice pass. to Chappis. Taken away by the Stars. Shortman turnaround, taken away. Chappis turnaround shot. Blocked. Back to neutral zone. He's got a dump. Delayed offside. They peel away, and Lincoln will take the puck. Sent up into the neutral zone. Take away. Another delayed offside. Trevor Broadfoot trying to get a streaking Leo Miller. And here comes back the other way. Somebody missing a stick on the ice. That puck behind the net. Smartly skated ahead. Cole Brown has it now. Drop pass to Miller. Leo didn't load up quite in time. Big collision in front. That pops out to Hoyle. Shot! Loose puck sent up ice. That's going to be icing. And we'll have a face-off with 3:49 left to go in the third period in the Boji zone. Good period of hockey. A lot of back and forth. Stars getting their chances. So is Boji. Leo Miller to take the face-off. Cole Brown's out there with Cooper Willis. Puck pops free. Played back behind. Loose puck in front. Kick to the corner. Lincoln gets it back. Centering pass. Shot! Just goes high and up into the netting. Leo lifted it a little too much. Might have got some help. And we'll face it off with 3:30 left to go. Again, Grady Olson for Boji in the penalty box, serving a 10-minute for the misconduct. There's a check into the numbers in the back. Here comes Boji on the attack. Offsides as Miles Ferguson had both skates in the zone. He didn't look, he thought he had a skate back in the neutral zone, but not quite. Face off. Controlled by the Stars. Loose puck battle. Sent into Lincoln zone. A.J. Hoyle in the far corner. Chipped out to the neutral zone. Noden picks it up. Now it's a race. Ooh, that's a bad hit. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Riker Noden's going to go to the penalty box, and I don't know for how long. Trainer's coming out of the Lincoln. Trainer coming off on the ice from the Lincoln bench. That's Robert Cornell, who went hard into the boards. He kind of bent down. He was ready to absorb the hit, but he had his head down, and Riker had a full head of steam right behind him. He'll go to the penalty box. We'll see what they call here. Good to see him up and skating off to the bench in his own power. He got his bell rung for sure. Potentially a 2 and 10 here. Let's see what they call. Referee skating over to the Lincoln bench. Looks like they might need to find a player to go to the penalty box. Yep, it is a 2 and 10. Cash Schwartman's going to serve the 2 with 2:49. So a couple of checks from behind here in this penalty in this period, for one for each team. Riker Noden, guilty offender here for Lincoln. Glove save off the draw. Merrick Vest flashing the leather. Trainer looking at the right shoulder of Robert Cornell. Thank God he just turned his head in time because he was going head first into the boards with his head down. That one squirts to the crease, still loose. Boji corrals it, plays it back to the blue line. Off the boards, shot, blocked, played to the corner, and kept in. Nicely played there. Chip it to the near corner, centered. And the puck is cleared. Willis sends it up ice. Minute 25 left on the power play. 2:13 left to go in the game. Boji trailing by 2 here. Shot, kick save. Boyle tried to send it, gets blocked. Kept in, shot for the blue line, kick save. Boyle skates around, tries to find some open ice, and it's sent up ice by Insko. 50 seconds left now on the Mammoths power play. Slipped down in the corner on his own. That one sent up and out of the zone. Frericks leaves it for his teammate. Cleave up the ice. Cleave all alone. Top of the circle. Blocked. Chipped up and out. Dropped. 10 seconds now left on this power play, and it's sent back into neutral zone. Boji not getting her done here with time running down in this penalty. Schwartman's going to come out of the penalty box. Jumps right out in there, tries to steal one. Sent down to the far side. Everybody's full strength. Noden and Olsen stay in the penalty box for their respective misconduct. Loose puck in front of the net. Swept away. Chipped up and out. 25 seconds left to go in the game. Boji can't clear. Boji takeaway here. Shot. Oh, what a perfect stick lift. That one pops up right in front of the crease. Still loose in front. It's batted away out of the air. Lincoln back up the ice. Oh, they avoid the offside. It's sent on goal, and that will do it. Lincoln survives in a really good game here. It wasn't without its fireworks, but Lincoln hangs on here on the Saturday night edition of this doubleheader, 3-1. 50 shots on goal for Lincoln in this one. Goals by Insko, Mohat, and Willis. And they hang on. Merrick Vest stopped 27 shots, gave up 1. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Varsity puck drop is at 10:30, junior varsity at 8:30. Join us on the YouTube live stream. So long from Lincoln tonight.